Welcome back everyone, and welcome to the 2025 Shop My Stash series finale. I'm coming to you one more time for my storage unit and going to be shopping my stash. So first up for this series, I always share what I chose out in my last Shop My Stash video, which for me that was actually in October. I have been doing this series every single month, but for the month of November I actually spent the majority of it in Asia. So I was gone for a month. So I did my Shop My Stash in October, and then I did do packing my Asia makeup bag. I basically took my Shop My Stash bag and then made it even smaller because I only went to Asia with a backpack. So if you haven't seen that video, it is up on my channel. But now I am back for the month of December. Happy chapter 12 of 2025. I'm going to be shopping my stash one more time. So I did a PR haul recently. I received some holiday products, so you'll see some of that in here. And then I do have some older makeup products that I am on the hunt for as well. Stay tuned. I will have my declutter series coming, and the declutter series is coming from my storage unit as well. And that's where the majority of my makeup lies. And I think it's going to be a pretty big declutter season for me. So stay tuned, especially when, you know, half of this year I've had, you know, my 2-bedroom apartment, including my full makeup collection and storage unit. It really shows you what you don't miss anymore. Also, since it is December, Santa Sam is back. Santa Sam is what I do every single December, where I give away a beauty box every single day for the first 12 days in December. You can always find all of the giveaways on my Instagram stories, which is March Beauty Word, so be sure to check there daily. And let's shop my stash. Alrighty, so here is my current makeup bag situation. So this is like a bit of a combination from my last Shop My Stash, which I filmed in October, and then also my makeup bag for Asia, which I filmed at the end of October, right before I left for a month. So it's like a little bit of a combination in here, but I'm going to go through everything, share some reviews on a few products, some, you know, panning updates and things like that, and then decide what I want to keep in my makeup bag for now, and then what I am good to part with. Right? Okay, so let's just go on top because this palette is obviously very large. It doesn't quite fit in the makeup bag the best with all the other products, so this usually just hangs out by itself. But this is one of the new palettes from Nomad, and this is their Pacific Northwest. So Nomad did just release their Christmas palette, which is so beautiful. I posted a PR haul recently, and that's in there, and seriously, such a beautiful palette. But this was the one that they did before, and it's the Pacific Northwest. And I was saying that even though it's bigger, I just love the Nomad palettes. I love their travel theme. I love their formulas. The shimmers are just so beautiful. The mattes are easy to use. I always love their concepts. Like, I opened the Christmas palette and I was like, this is stunning, right? So I was really excited to have this in here, and I definitely went for the shimmers a lot, especially over in this row. And I think that you can see like Salmon Run has a little bit of love to it. This was probably my most worn out of this palette. I also did Sunbreak quite a bit, and then Cascadia, I think is how you pronounce it, was another one that I was going into because these are just such simple, like, one and done shadows. They're just sparkly and beautiful and lovely, and they're just great. And then I liked using this one, especially for my liner, or kind of all these three right here for an under eye look. So really, like, yes, I could take this palette and like really like condense it down into just a few of my favorites, but it's nice to have these different options, and Nomad is just beautiful. But, you know, most likely for when I shop my stash next, I'm going to bring in the Christmas palette for that. But I do have my discount code with Nomad, and that is Samantha. Alrighty, and then moving on, I'm like, where should we start? Maybe keep on eyeshadow palettes. So this went with me to Asia, and so did, are you in here? The Patrick Ta palette. So I did do a video packing my makeup bag, so you can see me taking my Shop My Stash bag that I had done at the beginning of October and then trying to condense it down for my Asia makeup bag. Because when I left to go to Japan, was our first stop, I only took a backpack with me. That was all. And that was my plan. That was my goal. While I was there, obviously when I started to do some shopping and all of that, I eventually did buy like a little carry-on suitcase to make it home with me. But there, I only had a book bag, so I had very limited space, and I wanted to not bring a lot of makeup. I travel so much, and I know me, I'm already, you know, I have a very minimal makeup style. So for me to go on a trip and pack like 5 pounds of makeup doesn't really make sense to me. I know that I'm not going to wear that much. And most days I wasn't even wearing eyeshadow. If I was, I did back and forth between these two. There were some days I just wore eyeliner. There were some days I didn't wear makeup at all. I'm walking around Japan, it's raining, it's cold. I don't need to have like a full face of makeup to eat ramen in the rain. So these are the only two eyeshadows that I packed, and I got along just great with them. So from YSL, this one, they never say their names on here. Captivating Dunes, I believe, is the name of this one. I love these quads from YSL. They are more expensive. I saw Sephora is doing like 50% off for Cyber Week on some select products. I don't know if YSL is going to go on sale at any point, even on their website. If it does, I'll definitely let you guys know, because I know these are expensive palettes, but man, I really do use them a lot. I've panned one of my other ones. And like I said, like this one, I just didn't want to part with for a month, and I feel like that says a lot. And then since this one is more cool toned, then I also wanted to do the Patrick Ta. This one is in Do You Know Who I Am? And I just thought this would be really beautiful for the golds, because I kind of go back and forth between especially this like silver shade right here and then wearing more like golden champagne shades. And then I did also grab the YSL because I had the matte shades in here too. So lower lash line, I could do liner with this. You can probably see I even still have like the plastic on here because that's who I am as a person. I use the little like sponge applicator that comes with it. I use that for the shimmers, or I'll just use my finger. For the Patrick Ta, I just use my finger. So like these are so easy, so travel friendly. Both of them have a little mirror on it. They're both small, they're both compact. Like this was truly all I needed for a month away, and I loved having them. Okay, also in here, complexion product wise. So I have a few different, okay, these are all what I had for skin. So I took out from my Shop My Stash last time the Sigma Skin Tint, the Anastasia like balm, what's it called? Skin balm? Foundation balm? Beauty balm. I was close. I was gonna get there eventually. And then from Bare Minerals, the Complexion Rescue All Over Luminizer. So these are the two that I grabbed out. These are older products to me. The Sigma is almost gone. It is nearly empty. This one is in the shade 3, which is the best match for me. I love this skin tint. I wore it so much last year. I just think it's phenomenal. If you're looking for something that's light coverage and gives you a very natural look and is still so beautiful, highly recommend the one from Sigma. I have a discount code with them, which is Samantha, and I know that they have started running their Black Friday. I also, of course, love them so much for a bunch of their brush cleaning supplies, so you gotta check those out as well. So love this one. And then from Anastasia, I mentioned in one of my videos that I took out this beauty balm. I have the shade 10. I have loved this so much. I have raved about this. This was, you know, like in my favorites from last year. I just think it's so easy to use. I literally just like swipe it on my face and, you know, can take a brush or a sponge or even my fingers if I wanted to blend it out. For some reason, I don't know if it's because I have had it for over a year and maybe it just got a little dried out. But I was saying in my video, I'm like, it's so weird when you love a product so much one year and then I grab it back out and I start using it. I'm like, my skin, I just don't feel like it looks the same. And I did mention that I felt like it was making my skin look quite a bit drier, and I had just started using Adaptoline, like a vitamin A. And so I know that does dry out your face. So I'm like, maybe that had something to do with it. But I just did not like the way that this looked on me. And I was so shook because I always loved the Anastasia foundation balm, so I was like super bummed about that. So I was definitely going for the Sigma more. I am about to start doing some declutters, and I don't know about the Anastasia. That's gonna be a tough one. And then when I was doing my Asian makeup bag, I mentioned this Bare Minerals. Listen, I have talked about this product non-stop since, like, when did we go on Creators and Friends? Was it to Destin? Yeah, we had him in Destin, I think, right? That was at the beginning of the year in like April. That's when I got it. I have loved this product so much. The shade that I first started using and loved it was Copper Rose, and I've used it up. You'll see it in my next empties video. And then I think this is like a limited edition product. It's our all over luminizer with SPF 20. So I described it as like, it's like a skin tint plus a bronzer plus a highlight. It just makes my skin look so good. So even, like, it gives me that like bronzy look, but it's also glowy without being like I just put a liquid highlight all over my face. It is just beautiful. I think my skin looks so good when I wear it. But then I started to run out of it, couldn't find it anywhere. Went to Austin, Texas, and my business partner was like, I have an extra one from Creators and Friends. I'll bring it to you. I was like, amazing. TSA took it from her. I was like, did you tell them who I am? Did you show them my YouTube videos where I've been raving about this? Like, why? But then going to Austin, Texas, I went to my girlfriend Angie's house, Angelica Nikfis, who has YouTube, and she had this one in the shade Golden Peach. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I'm gonna take it. I was like, you know what? Maybe Golden Peach will be better for me because it's lighter in tone. You know, we're approaching winter time. Sun's not out as much, you know, kind of lose my tan a little bit. I will be honest, Golden Peach, it just doesn't do it for me the way Copper Rose does. Like, it just doesn't, because it doesn't give me that bronzy look that I want as well, because it's such like a natural bronze. It's just beautiful. I still wore it. You know, I had it all throughout Asia. Still wore it. I still like it, but not as much as my Copper Rose. But guess what? I came home and my girlfriend Ashley found not one but 2 Copper Roses and bought them for me. I was so shook to my core. I was like, I cannot believe you found them, and then she got them for me. It was just like the most amazing, epic, incredible thing. So I'm back to wearing Copper Rose. So that will be in my next makeup bag. Super stoked about that. And then a couple of blushes in here. I had grabbed out these 2. So the Natasha Denona, my Mini Dream Glow Blush. I love this blush so much. I have been so curious to see if I am like ever gonna pan this thing. I don't know if I'm going to. I pretty much just use this right here. Like the dent is really like right here. There's also a highlighting shade. You can use it on the eyes. You can blend it in with the blushes and create a glowy blush. But definitely when I put my brush in, it's like right here on this end. But this is so beautiful. I know Natasha Denona is running their Black Friday as well. They have like 25% off site-wide. They have 40% off bundles. One of the bundles is the My Dream collection, the palette, the blush, I think the lip, I don't know if it's the lip liner, lipstick, and the lip gloss. But the My Dream collection from Natasha Denona is one of my favorite collections, just hands down, from a brand like ever. One of my favorite collections. I'm always recommending the products. I used up the lip gloss. I used up the lip liner. And I'm not gonna lie, when I saw that they are 25% off on the site, I was like, I kind of want those back in my life. I love them, and I thought that they were so beautiful. So beautiful. And this blush has been with me for such a long time, and I do not get tired of it. So that's another Black Friday sale to check out, and I love that blush. And another one that I put in here was from Singe Beauty, one of the evocative blushes, and this one is in the Risky Raisin. So this is like your little bit darker shade. I thought this would be really great for fall, moving over into winter. These blushes are beautiful. They're glowy without being highlighty, and they last. They are so long wearing, and I loved having this deeper tone here. I will say in Asia, I was definitely wearing the Mini My Dream, and then once I've gotten back and it's like cold in Las Vegas, then I've been going to this one. It just makes me feel like wintry, you know? But those are great blushes. A couple of fragrances that I have in here. So one that I put in was the Phlur Vanilla Smoke. I love when it's time to bust out my vanilla smoke. I had this last year during fall time. It's just like the best, like, what do I call it? A sophisticated campfire scent, and I love it so much. I didn't take it on my trip with me because it is bigger. I would have loved to, but again, we were thinking about space. So what I put in was the Sol de Janeiro, and definitely from doing that Pack My Asia makeup bag with me to now, it was almost completely full, and now it is less than halfway. So this is the only fragrance that I brought along with me. I think that it's a great one. I still think it's fall. It's got that little bit of like caramel scent to it, and it's fabulous. So those were my 2 fragrances. And then, let's see, random in here, but I have my BK Beauty brush soap. I get so many questions from you guys of like, when is this brush soap going to be back in stock? And I asked BK Beauty, and they said not until, I think they said early next year. So I'm hoping that means like January, since we're like basically already in 2026. But the brush soap I think is phenomenal. This is a little travel size, so of course I took it with me. They also have a full size, and they have like the little scrubby pad over here, because I was cleaning my brushes on my trip. I was gone. I left Vegas October 16th, and I got back like November 18th or something like that. So I was gone for a hot minute, and with only packing a few brushes, I don't have my brushes in here because I don't always include them, but only packing a few brushes, this was an absolute necessity to me. Also, another good option if you're looking for one is like the Sigma Switch. That's a good one for just cleaning pigment off, or if you want to take like the Sigma Sig Magic if you're traveling, especially for holiday time, that's a good idea too. but loved that. I was using the Nikki LaRose brushes as well. Okay, bronzers, a couple in here. So update on my Sephora bronzer. I've just been panning my life away on this, and I feel like this is such a good reminder. When I first started Project Pan, like back in like 2018, right? I have no idea when my first one was, but somewhere in that era, I would hit pan on a product, which means you can see the pan here. I would hit pan and I would be like, oh, I'm about to be done. I have 3 uses left. Like there was a time where I used to play a guessing game with myself after I hit pan and to be like, or like was almost out of like a liquid foundation or something like that. And I'd be like, oh, I think I have 30 more uses left of this. And I had like 100 plus. Like, I mean, this is still, when I started to hit pan and then I really started to see more pan, I was like, should I buy another one? The Sephora sale was last month and I was like, it's gonna be 30% off. Should I buy another one? How long? Like, I'm gonna keep this bronzer in here and we're gonna keep doing updates and we are going to see together how long it takes. This is a bronzer. I use this almost every single day and it's bronzer. I am generous with, I'm not just like, dee, dee. This is your reminder. Even if you hit pan, even if you're close to being out of a product, you don't need to repurchase it until you actually use it up because you are going to have more uses than you think out of it. Okay. The other bronzer that I was wearing is from Ofra. This is the one that I created with them, and we have a shimmer on one side and a matte on the other. Most times I'm going into the matte, but again, just like with the Natasha Denona, if I want a more glowy bronzer, I can mix in the shimmer right here, and this is called River. I have bronzers with them, blushes with them, palettes with them, lip products with them. My Millie shade is right here. This is my Millie Gloss that I created with Ofra, and it's one of my favorites. It's an older product, it's been out for years, but it's still available and it still continues to be one of my favorites, and I love it for holiday time. This like sparkly, pearly, beautiful shade, like this is holiday with a red lip, with a like dark nude, I mean even a pink, like this is an all-time favorite gloss of mine. And I do understand I created it, but I've created a lot of products, and I like, this is the one that I like with my whole heart. I'm like, I love Millie, like, and to me, a white pearly gloss, when I was creating it, I was like, I don't know if this is gonna slap. Like, I don't know if this is gonna be it, because it's so different from what I normally wear, and I love it so much, and I know so many of you love it too, and it makes me so, so happy. It's named after my grandma, so it's so special to me, but I just love Millie. I have a discount code with Ofra, it's Samantha. You can buy the gloss as a single, you can buy it in a set. But some more products, I have some powders in here. The L'Oreal Infallible Blurfection. I am almost out of this one. Like that's, I mean, okay, once again, I'm saying I'm almost out of this one. Look there's still a lot of powder left. I'm not panicking, but this is how much I have left. So doing pretty good on that. I will say, I feel like I'm going through, and I mentioned this in my Asian makeup bag video, that like, I feel like I'm going through it very quickly. I know it's L'Oreal, so it's more affordable, but I'm still like, even this little Morphe travel size, I'm like, I feel like I've had this forever and a day, and there's still so much product in here. I said that I was gonna put a different powder in here as well. I had one from Makeup Revolution. You should see it in the next segment, but I was gonna put it in here just because this is the only powder that I brought to Asia and I didn't wanna run out. Look at that. I did not add any more powder in here. This Morphe little travel powder is like never ending, and it's just a great translucent powder. Okay, so for mascaras, I have a few in here. So I think I have 5, nope, 6, okay, great. Fantastic. My Kosas has officially gone in the empties bin, so there's that. The Benefit Roller Lash is about to go in the empties bin as well. This one is okay. This is like my mascara for like if I just need to like throw some mascara on, and like I have that mindset of like, oh, I don't want to waste a good mascara, then I'll do the Benefit Roller Lash, because I do get a little bit of transfer with it, and it just doesn't give my lashes like as much as a value look that I prefer, but like it's nice to have around. This is also about to go in my empties bin. I'm so sad. The Sigma Lash Icon, guys, this is so good. So good. I took this on my trip with me, even through the rain. Even I went to Thailand and it was humid. This mascara just does not move. It doesn't move on you, and it makes the lashes longer and fuller. This is a new product from Sigma, and I highly, highly, like, I can't say enough good things about the Sigma Icon mascara. It's amazing. Obviously, I've loved my Rare Beauty forever and a day. This is gonna stay in my makeup bag for sure, because it's not done yet, so we're gonna keep using the Rare Beauty, but that's my like #1 mascara, my most repurchased mascara, I would say, is the Rare Beauty. And then I did purchase the Sephora LAsh Stash to go, so I had 5 mini mascaras, and these are the 3 that made it on the trip with me, the YSL Lash Clash, and this is a brown one. So really good, it's nice and volumizing. Also the Charlotte Tilbury Exaggerize, it definitely gives you volume and length. And then the Tarte Tartelette Tubing Mascara, this was my most worn. I love the Tartelette Tubing Mascara. Again, doesn't move, it makes the lashes really long, and it's just beautiful. So love those 3 mascaras. The Tarte one is almost done. That was the one that I was using the most for sure, so that's about to go in the empty bin. Okay, a couple more concealers that I have in here. So I have the Kulfi, the Tower 28, and the Laura Mercier. So the Laura Mercier, this is a good one. Not like an absolute favorite of mine, but I still think it's a nice concealer. And I grabbed it to have just in case I used up the Tower 28 and the Kulfi, because both of those are about gone. I didn't take it to Asia with me though. I took these 2, and I also took my Nars, but oh, it might be in my purse. My Nars one might be in my purse because I was out and about all week and weekend with F1 events in Las Vegas. But the Kulfi, the Tower 28, I mean, I've had these in my Shop My Stash forever. I'm just trying to use both of them up. You can see the Kulfi, like each time I pull out the applicator, like I'm getting less and less product on here. So super proud. I have the shade Cocoa Crush, and then Tower 28, I've gone through a full size. This is another one. This one is in the shade IE. I like K-Town more for me. I just think IE is a little bit more yellow on me, so K-Town is the one that I think is the best shade match, but they're just both amazing concealers, and I love them. And again, just another reminder of, even when it starts to look like, oh, I'm using it up, I'm almost done with it, you still have time. Do not panic. The clock is not ticking yet. Okay, and then we just have, I think, more like lip products to finish this off. So I have a couple brow products that benefit Precisely My Brow and the IT Brow Powerful. So these are both great. The Precisely My Brow, a little bit more of a precise tip. The Powerful is more like the Benefit Goof Proof, like that thicker diamond tip. Those are both great. Highly recommend them. I've repurchased both of them. I think they're fab. Okay, wow. There's a lot of lip liners. Oh, well, here's some eyeliners. Oh, I have an eyeliner update too. So the YSL, I just added this one in here. I was saying that I really like it because it has the brush on one end too. So I love like a dual product like that. Really beautiful lip liner as well. Not like my, or eyeliner, not like my favorite. It just doesn't have as much like pow as these two, but still really nice, and I like the brush. I've been using the Kulfi quite a bit. You know, it's just a black gel liner, which is my preference. Think that it's great. And then the Kosas has been my #1 for such a long time. The Soul Gazer. And look at this. She gone. I did it. She's done. I'm so sad. I do need to repurchase this one. I'm going to be checking the Kosas website for Black Friday sales. And, you know, you can get them at Sephora. Maybe it'll go on sale there. I'm super sad about the Kosas, that one and the mascara. I'll repurchase them both. I think that they're great products. That eyeliner is so dark. It's so creamy. It's so glides on so well. I can create my wing with, you know, the brush so easily. If you are an eyeliner girly like me, I highly, highly recommend that one from Kosas. Highly, highly recommend it. I'm like so shook that I used it up, but also like I'm not, because I use it all of the time. Then we have the lip products. I also put in here, I got this new Merit lip oil, and I just feel like I kind of threw it in at last minute just to like throw it in. I don't love the lip oils from Merit. I do like the lip liner, which is still in my purse, and unfortunately I had Friendsgiving at my girlfriend Norma's house last night, another YouTuber, Norma Jelly, and I left my whole purse there. I was like, wow, that's special. Luckily, literally the only things I have in it is I think like 3 lip liners and then like 1 of my credit cards, but like thankfully my ID wasn't in there or like my car keys or anything, but yeah, I just left my whole purse there. So I do really love the Merit lip liners. This is the shade Archival, so is the lip liner that I've been using recently. Highly prefer the lip liner. The oils I think are just okay. Just okay for me. But yeah, my poor Merit lip liner. I'm about to be out of town again for the holiday, and I'm like, well, my purse will just live at Norma's for a little bit. It's okay. And then lots of lip liner options. Again, kind of a mixture of what I chose in Shop My Stash and then what came to Asia with me. So the Freck, this one I'm almost out of too. I love the Freco 3 lip liner. I use it all of the time. It's a, I cannot believe that just happened. This is heartbreaking. Is this the worst day of my life? Okay, let's not be too dramatic. How? No, why? How? Can I do anything for you? Like, I'm not a surgeon. I don't think I can just like put it, that's so sad. You know what is so funny is I wasn't going to swatch it. I wasn't going to swatch it because I knew I only had a little bit left. And then I was like, people get so mad when I don't swatch things. And I'm like, ugh, I've never loved swatching things. I'm all fired up. I've never really loved swatching things. I don't know why, but if you've been on my channel for a minute, you know that I'm like very, I was gonna say cringy. I am very stingy. Stingy is what I'm going for. I'm very stingy with my swatches. Okay, well, my freckle lip liner is done. I had a few more good uses out of that one. I was saving that for those last few uses that were just going to be perfect, but people don't understand how hard this job is. They don't understand what we do for you guys. No, I'm just kidding. Literally just kidding. I mean, I did give up my mental health for this job, but like, now I've given up the Freco 3 as well. Okay, so some more lip liners. I have all the new ones from, not all the new ones, but I have 3 new ones from Singe in here. So we have Optimistic Oak is one of, oh, I need to sharpen that one. Optimistic Oak is more of like the cool toned brown. And then this one is Radical Rosewood. A little bit of a different, I don't want to say different shade for me, but it really is more, especially when I feel like I put it on my lips, it's more of a red, like rosewood, you know, makes sense. But it's really beautiful. And I feel like it's so funny because when I wear it, the word that I want to say is like, I feel like it makes my looks like more sophisticated. Something about like this deeper, almost like burnt red. I don't know, it's super pretty. And then we have Brazen Birch is like another kind of like rosy neutral nude. So those are so beautiful. And then another new one that I had was from Charlotte Tilbury. So I purchased this recently from Sephora. It's the Lip Liner Duo. So you have a more darker shade to like line and fill in the lips. And then you have the lighter shade to fill them in, or if you want to use this as just your lip liner, I mean, you can do whatever you want. But I took this to Asia because I enjoyed the fact that it had the 2 different shades in there for whatever I was feeling. So I've been really enjoying that lip liner. And then a few of my other like favorites, my Fenty Beauty and Thugs Blush 2. Like I have to sharpen her again, but she's getting pretty down there. Love my pink one here. From Laura Mercier, this one is just in Rosewood. Beautiful. I wear this all the time, sharpen it all of the time. And then I have 2 in here from Makeup Forever. So Wherever Walnut, I took to Asia, wore it quite a bit. And then I also have Anywhere Caffeine, which has been a favorite of mine for quite some time. A little bit of that darker nude. So those are some of my faves as well. So that is everything. That is some progress. That is some thoughts on how I did for my makeup bag for October / November / going to Asia for a month. So now it is time to head over to my storage unit and we are going to shop my stash. Okay, so now that I have the repeat products, I am going to be going through the new products that I received in PR recently. So I brought things over in this little bag, and then I also did get 2 more holiday themed palettes. So from ColourPop we have the Grinch, and then from Nomad we have their Christmas palette as well. And then I also, we have a lot of palettes going on. We have from Singe Beauty the Paisley Hoot, and then ColourPop also sent over these new Super Shock trios. I just got these. So it's definitely a pretty heavy eyeshadow palette month for me, which I don't wear a ton of eyeshadow. I mean, even to go to Asia, I just had a Patrick Ta Duo and then a YSL Quad, and that was it. But these are some really beautiful palettes. I would love to do maybe something, I don't know, if you have any eyeshadow ideas, like 12 days of eyeshadows, 12 days of different palettes, 12 day, daily video, I don't know. If you have eyeshadow inspiration that you are looking for, please let me know, because I definitely have a lot of palettes this year. But this one, like I said, is the Paisley Hoot from Singe Beauty. This one is beautiful. I love the more neutral tones in here. This is the 3rd palette. that Singe Beauty has come out with. The other ones have definitely been more colorful, so since I'm more of a neutral lover, I love how neutral and fun this one is, yet we still have like, I love this grungy yellow, and then the shimmers are so beautiful. I would say the one that I've gone into the most probably is going to be this funky shade. Like, so beautiful, right? The shimmers are just stunning. So I, of course, will have everything that I'm sharing linked down below. I'll go into ColourPop next, but first up, let's do Nomad Cosmetics. I had this in my last PR haul, and this is their holiday palette, the Christmas market palette. It's so pretty, like this red shade. So beautiful. Also this green, I just think it's so stunning. This green is so stunning. I mean, the Nomad palettes are just so beautiful. I think the one that I've done so far with this is the Almonds and Chestnuts. Like, again, the shimmer palettes, one day I'm going to remember to bring a makeup wipe or even just like a paper towel to my storage unit with me. I always forget, and then I have makeup covering my hands, but this one is so beautiful as well. Like, there's just looks that I want to do with this one, right? So we're going way too overboard. I'm telling you that I'm way too overboard on the eyeshadows this month, but I'll try to like scale it back in other areas. This came like literally the day that I left for Asia, so since I just got back, I just opened this one in my last PR haul as well. But this is from ColourPop, and this is their Grinch palette. Oh, let me take that off, that might be a bit easier. Okay, someone commented and said, Sam, use the green shade because it's like a super shock shadow. I'm wondering, maybe she means this one. Ooh, that's really beautiful. But this palette is so pretty. And also this one right here, like this like mauve shade with all this shimmer in it. Oh, I was in my storage unit and I was doing some like packing and rearranging. Why I did that first before filming, I have no idea. But I lost a nail. Very sad, but that's okay. But this palette, beautiful. When I was doing my PR haul, I was like, I don't know if I need it. I should give it away, especially because Santa Sam is back. And then ColourPop actually sent me a second PR package. Like, I opened it and I was like, wait, now I can just give away the full package. So again, make sure that you are following along on Instagram. I post the link to enter the giveaway every single day on my Instagram stories, and that's for 12 days straight. Santa Sam is back. You will win a beauty box. There are so many products in there. I did a video asking like what products and brands you want to see, and you guys gave me so many good ideas. So some of it is PR, some of it I go out and buy myself, and I'm really excited. But the ColourPop Grinch palette will be, well, the whole collection will be available during the Santa Sam. So my Instagram is March Beauty Word, so I don't want you to miss out. And if you want to get your extra entry in the Shop My Stash video for today, the secret word is going to be, let's have it be green eyeshadow. So in the box where I say like, what's the secret word for today? Just put in green eyeshadow. I feel like that's a good one. Okay, so ColourPop also sent along, we have their new trio, and I was so excited about it. I saw them post this on their Instagram and I was instantly like, oh, I'm so intrigued. So let's see here. Oh my gosh, also my vanity is so dirty. But they came out with 3 Super Shock trios. This is one that I tried today and I have on my eyes. The one that I decided to go with was Sweet Sip, and it's just stunning. I love the ColourPop Super Shocks. Like, I get excited, and when they come out with collections like this, I just tend to think like, I need to have all those on my eyes. That one is Raspberry Fizz, and then this one is Extra Ice. Like, so gorgeous, right? So that was the trio that I used today. And then we also have Milk, Tea, and Boba. Oh, so pretty. This one might be one that I give away, but also ColourPop sent me 2 of these PR packages. So someone will also win all 3 of these. I'm like, what? This is so amazing. And then we have Matcha and Mochi. I will definitely be keeping this one as well. So I want to be doing, again, lots of more eyeshadow looks and swatches and demos, and my storage unit light shuts off every 5 seconds for who knows what reason. But those are the new ones from ColourPop. I'm not sure if their Cyber Monday sale is still going on. I was trying to get this video up as close to December 1st as I can, but I also did some traveling for the holidays. But they have been having really epic Black Friday sales as well. And then also from ColourPop, they sent in the Grinch collection their glosses. I did do a swatch video on the glosses. I have the 3rd one also, but it is in my purse, and I left it at my friend Norma's house when we had Thanksgiving there. One of the glosses is in there, but I have on Fake Reindeer today, and I thought that it was so pretty. And then also this one is, I think this is Sweet Tot. Yeah, Sweet Little Tot is this one, and these are such pretty glosses. I've been wearing them so much, so also have those glosses that I'll be including. And then I got some new lip liners as well. So Kaleido sent over a huge package in that last PR haul. They had, oh, there we go. They had a huge package. I mean, eyeliners and lip glosses and lip liners. I was like, oh my goodness. So I have a third one. I think it's in Spice. That's in my purse that I left at Norma's. And then I also chose out Mauve Mint and then blush for myself. And the other ones will be going into Santa San. But that one is blush, and this one is, oh, I think I'm just going to love that one. So those are from Kaleidos. These are wooden pencils, and I'm really excited for them. And then I'm also going to include, this still has the plastic on it, but I am going to include my Maybelline Lifter liner. I stole this from my friend Angie. This is in Line Leader. I'll have to take the, I'm not going to be able to get it off without a tweezers, which I do not have on me. But, oh, can I, oh. Since I don't have a nail on, I'm like, maybe I can get it. No, I'm going to need a tweezers. But I'm going to include the Maybelline. So I'll technically have like 3 Kaleidos lip liners and the Maybelline and the ColourPop glosses. And then from the last months, from the lip liners that I kept, I'm trying to think of like, my Freck is gone. That was a very sad moment. I mean, I feel like that's probably pretty good for lip liners. I think I'm still going to keep in my Fenty because I'm getting pretty low on my Fenty Thugs Blush too. So I'll keep that one in there. I have, randomly enough, I have like some new powders. This I also stole from my friend Angie. This is from Makeup Revolution, their translucent baking powder. So, you know, I love good powder. So I decided to take this from her like overflow collection as well. I've used it a couple times, but I got it right before I went to Asia and it was too big to take with me. So I'm going to use this now that I'm back. And then also Laura Mercier sent some new ones of their translucent powder. So this is a brand new one. This is the Secret Brightening Under Eye translucent powder. So this is like a blast from the past for me. I used to love this product and wear it all of the time. So I don't, the hard thing I think with this is that I can really only use it on my under eyes. It's way too brightening for all over my face. I'm gonna do my little marshmallow sponge, which clearly needs to be washed, but I love washing sponges. That's from Ulta Beauty. I feel like all the lights around me are just turning off one by one. Like, that's not freaky at all, right? I'll clean this sponge, but what I was saying is that I don't love to use the powder all over my face because it's like too brightening. So it just has to be on the under eyes. So I don't know if I'm gonna love it, but like I got it and I was like, you know what? I'll give it a shot. We'll see what we think. And then a couple new fragrances as well that I got. One is from Phlur. This is the cashmere, well, they're both from Phlur, but one from Phlur is Cashmere Skin. This smells so like, it's like light and like a little bit of floral, but like kind of warm. I feel like there's maybe some vanilla in there. Almond, yep, vanilla. Ooh, it's quite nice. I think that this is going to be a good one for especially like December time. And then I just got this one, and also from Phlur. This is in Afterglow. Ooh, ooh, what is that? This says the top notes are citrus splash, apricot skin, coconut. Oh, coconut foam, excuse me. And then the heart is lavender milk, amberette, vanilla. The base is sandalwood, amber, and cashmere woods. See, I'm a big fan of sandalwood. I like the vanilla. I like the coconut, the lavender. Wow, this is like a really interesting. When I smelled it, oh yeah, I definitely get the citrus in there. It's such an interesting combination of notes, but like I think it could work. It's definitely very opposite of Cashmere Skin, but I feel like these two are going to be fun to have. Ooh, to like flip back and forth between those this month, I'm like, okay. Okay, so from my makeup bag, we had the Bare Minerals. We had my concealers are still holding strong. We have the new powders in here. My bronzers, maybe I'll choose out one different bronzer, but I'm thinking of still keeping the bronzers in there. I do want to pick out a new blush, and then we have plenty of eyeshadows. Lots of mascaras still from the Lash Stash to go. I have my new lippies, and also my fragrances. I was racking up because At one point, my partner and I were here in my storage unit, and we were just like organizing it and like throwing stuff away and grabbing stuff out. And I looked over at one point, and all of this like fluffy pink stuff was gone out of this basket, and I was like, wait, what? And I looked and I saw it. We had a trash bag, and it was in the trash bag. I'm like, did you throw out all the pink things? He's like, yeah. Is that not what you wanted me to do? I was like, no, I need it for the video. So we literally pulled it back out of the trash so we could have it for this video. But there's my little basket for right now. Now let me jump into my vanity. My vanity is also very disorganized. As I'm getting ready to do my declutters, I'm trying to figure out the best way to like set up declutter season, because I've never done it, you know, from a storage unit before, but we're gonna try to figure that out. If you have any great ideas or any like particular ways that you'd want to see a declutter from the storage unit, definitely let me know. But there is one particular blush that I'm really going for. It's not chiclet actually, but now that I look at it, I'm like, I kind of want it to be chiclet. I was going for, I wanted my Dior blush because I just got back from Asia, and the blushes over there, like of course, you know, I'm looking at, you know, the styles and what people are wearing and all of those things, but the blushes, like they definitely did like very light or bright pink blushes on the under eyes. Like it almost like the under eye powder was blush, which, you know, we've seen that as a trend before as well. But it was so pretty, and it made me think of my Dior blush. But then I opened this and I was like, wait, because I love, this is the chiclet blush, and I made it in collaboration with Ofra. So we have a matte side and a shimmer side, and I love the matte side. It's not as bright as the Dior, but it's still so pretty, but also the shimmer side. And something about the shimmer is so pretty because I've had in there the Singe, which is like a little bit more glowy, and then I also have the Natasha Denona, which has that strip of highlight, and I'm feeling a little like shimmery blush moment right now. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to swap this for the Natasha Denona. I thought I was going to keep Natasha, but I'm going to keep the Singe Beauty, so I still have like my more red blush, because I think that'll be really pretty. And then I'm going to put chiclet in there. You can still purchase chiclet. All of my collaborations with Ofra are still available on the site. And again, if this video is up in time, they might still be having 50% off. I really thought about Pixie because this is what I used a lot last winter. The cream red blush, which was so pretty, but I feel like I'm not like as vibing with it this year. It's probably just because I'm not like as into the cream products. So I think that'll be good. So I'll have chiclet and then also the Singe. And then I was trying to decide if I wanted a different bronzer. And for some reason I was thinking about this one from Charlotte Tilbury. This is a really beautiful, like light, natural. I think it's supposed to be more of a contour shade, but I think it's a really beautiful bronzer shade. I'm thinking about that one. I didn't really love this Hoola bronzer from Benefit. Not really my favorite. Like I'm just seeing so many things I can declutter. Oh my gosh, my declutter series. I think I'm gonna like give people like mega heart attacks with what I'm doing. Look at my Marc Jacobs. Yeah, you know, then I'm like, should I do the Marc Jacobs and see how much I can finish off? Because I wish the Charlotte Tilbury was just in a single. Like I wish it was just this, because I don't use the highlight as much. I mean, I love this for an inner corner. You know what? Let's just do it. It's the end of the year. Why not? It's sparkly. It's pretty. This is a really pretty inner corner for sure. And sometimes I use the Natasha Denona blush for my inner corner. Well, I mean, I have a ton of eyeshadow. You know what? It's fine. That's what I had in my head. That's what I want to do. And honestly, like, I'm not sure I'm going to keep this around because I just used that bronzer shade. And especially with how much I'm using the Sephora, I'm like, I just don't even know. Like, this might be one that I declutter. So why not, like, give it a hurrah and see what we think. Phlur Mercier Tinted Moisturizer. I think it's just so pointless to grab anything else because I'm going to be wearing the Bare Minerals so much. That's just how I feel. I'm like, is there one? I feel like that shade is way too dark for me right now. Okay, so we have the bronzer, we have the blush, my eyeliners and brows. Like I'm doing, oh, I did like this one from Charlotte Tilbury. stick foundation. Wait, is this a why does that look like a highlighter on me? Does that now look like a highlighter? I wore this as foundation? Even when I pulled it out, I was like, does this not look like a... What the heck? Unreal Skin Sheer Glow Stick Hydrating Foundation Stick. I have several questions. That looks like it turned into a complete like, I know it made my skin glowy before, but I swear it did not look like that. That is so strange. Okay, that's odd. Okay. Like I was saying, like mascaras, you know, eyeliners. Okay. Lip liners. Wow. Let me look at my lips. Okay, this is where I have all of the lip products. I know that I have a lot, so I probably don't really need any more in here. I'm just kind of looking everything over as like preparing myself for the glitter season, because like a lot of these lips are gonna have to go. Like a lot of these are gonna have to go. I love it. I have 2 Millie Glosses right here. I have one in my purse. I've been wearing Millie so much. This is one of my favorites. Again, one of my collabs with Ofra, the pearly shade. I had this one from Gissu in a recent Shop My Stash. I mean, I really like the lip liners. And then we have the glosses. I think that's all I'm really gonna use. I feel like I want to grab one thing. I'm like, what is the one thing? Maybe it could be this gloss? No. I don't know what the one thing that I'm thinking. Because I kept telling myself, I was like, oh, I'll go. Oh, like the Natasha Denona is really pretty. I think I had this during last holiday season as well. But no. Nothing's really like, oh, this is really pretty. But nothing's like screaming at me. I mean, if nothing's screaming at me, nothing's screaming at me, so it's from Merit. No, I think I'm going to keep with my liners and my glosses that I chose out, and I think that will be pretty good. So we didn't shop my stash a ton, but I feel like I got a lot in PR that will be good for this month. Especially going to be like totally bombarded with eyeshadows, but you know what a fun way to end the year. But that is going to wrap it up for Shop My Stash, my finale for 2025 for my storage unit. I hope that you enjoyed seeing this one. If you want to see Shop My Stash continued in January, please just let me know. Or if you have any other ideas focused on like using your collection, minimalism, anything like that, I would be happy to do so. So let me know. I hope you enjoy Santa Sam. I hope you have an amazing rest of your 2025, and I'll see you in the next one.